Grand Elevations family. As you can see, it's raining again. So I'm going to rotate my crops today because the soil is already nice and moist. And I don't want it to get overwatered. Even though I have the soil that's supposed to be for, that you can't over or underwater it. But I'm seeing some of my plants turning brown because of like that. Even though it's still growing and sprouted another, look at that. This is the fresh ginger root that I planted from kitchen cuttings. I'm going to have to look for like a rectangle pot for this so I can move it, because it sprouted a whole nother leaf within a day and a whole nother thing. Trying to see if I can still bring these back. This is the crooked neck squash. Waiting for my cayenne to waiting for my cayenne pepper to become ripe. I used some of that basil yesterday with one of these tomatoes. So I'm looking at where they're going to be more zucchini. I harvested my first very large zucchini yesterday. But I think, these are getting enough rainwater. So I will be having to move them. So good morning, Halito, Oshio, Kamawengapo. Greetings. So what's going on, family? Just so much rain. I don't know. I don't want it to mess up my crops. It's been raining every day. And I mean every day, seem like. My babies need some sun. So I was going to do some work out here in this garden, but the soil's so wet. I'm just going to rotate the crops and move them back because they got enough water. This tomato will be ready soon. I don't know if I'm going to keep, well, my daughter wants that one. She said when it get ripe. I'm going to try one of these tomatoes as a fried green tomato. I haven't done that yet. Yeah. So I woke up this morning to a message from my father's cousin. That's my second cousin from Barbados, right? He let me know that he found some information on my Pilgrim line. And that is one of the lines I've been like pretty stuck on for 4 years. I found some information about his wife, the Harewood line, a few months ago. So I got really far on that line, as far as and the other ones. The only one I've been stuck on is my great-grandfather from Barbados. Well, I woke up to a message from my father's first cousin, which is my second cousin, and he gave me a list of names. He found my great-grandfather, his grandfather's sister in England. She's from Barbados, but some of them migrated to England, right? To the UK. So he gave me a list. He gave me my great-grandfather's sister's name. And he gave me 12 of her children's names. Her grandchildren, I'm sorry. 12 of her grandchildren's names, addresses. Some live in Barbados still. And some live in the UK. So I have relatives with that Pilgrim surname who I found that was West Indian. They migrated to England. So we have some UK family. And we have family still in Barbados, in St. Philip's Parish. So I got some more work to do, right? I got some more work to do. You can't let these people tell you who you are when you can find your own family's records. So now I have more names to put on my tree, on that line. So I got a lot of work to do. Maybe I can find his parents now, because I've been looking for his parents. I found his wife's parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and traced them. The Harewood line I traced from Barbados to England to America, and even to some Indian tribes, right? So I got some work to do. I'm going to do that work. And today, I was asked by the lady that ran for Cobb County Commissioner. She lost, but we're going to the Cobb County Commissioner's office today. I was asked to go because I'm very involved in my community. So at 6 o'clock today, we're going to the Cobb County Commissioner's office, and we're going to sign in so we can be heard and ask them, why is there so many black single mothers being evicted since the pandemic in Cobb County, Georgia? We the people. We the people. We want to know, what are they doing with all these people losing their jobs? Good morning, sis. Good morning, brother. All these people lost their jobs. You know, everybody wasn't fortunate to have an essential job, essential working job, right? Some people's jobs are still closed, like my husband's. Whole Home Depot supply office has been closed since the pandemic started, and we live and he work in the same county, right? His restaurant inside of that office building has been closed since April. And what are these politicians doing? They're sitting on these stimulus bills. They're sitting, and these are people's livelihoods, their lives. So yes, I will be going today. I'm glad that I was asked to go. See if I can find me a nice little suit to put on and go to this Cobb County Commissioner's office and ask them, why are they evicting people during this pandemic? And especially the single so-called black, which they are aboriginal to this land, people. And I'm going to make sure they know that I know this. So, I'm just going to chill for now. Yeah, they taking their damn time. And this is where we need to change the votes up. Like, I done lost friends because of what I'm saying and what I'm thinking and feeling about being a Democrat for all these damn years. And what has it done for my community? What have the Democrats done for my community? They done nothing for us. Nothing. They don't come into these communities until they ready to doggone gentrify. Like this is for instance. Okay? All that land. Why can't we have a community garden? That's about an acre of land right there. About a football field, right? Little over a football field is an acre of land. Why can't we grow vegetables over there? And that's going to be a question I'm going to ask as well. I could have crops growing over there for the whole community. And sis, I'm trying to figure out when to do the next gardening class, because I was going to do it this past Saturday, but we went and took care of that. So if it's warm, I got to look at the forecast for Saturday. If not, I'm going to shoot for the following Saturday. And we need nice warm weather so we can have another class. No, they're not. They're not for us at all. They are not for us. And this whole reset, a lot of us are beginning and starting businesses, trying to get everything together, just trying to get this hustle on, because we are resilient people. We are creative people. We are the money. And a lot of people in our community have been telling us that we are the money. Halito, sister. Halito, everybody that's joining. I just wanted to come on here, before I move my crops around, and just, share some of this information that I had gotten. I got some very good, happy information this morning. So I have some names, addresses to trace some of that bloodline that I was stuck on for 4 years from Barbados, and my great-grandfather's sisters migrated to the UK, and she has 12 grandchildren. Some of them live in the UK, but some of them are still in Barbados. So I have contacts of living relatives. That's why when people say you African, you better do your due diligence, like No Grandma Killers, Phoenix Moon, Tasha She. Like they tell you, do your due diligence and look for your own family. Don't let nobody tell you who you are or where your people came from, because none of my people came in the bottom of no goddamn slave ship. That's a fact. That is a fact. None of them came in the bottom of a ship. Now, the ones that migrated here from the islands is part of the Americas, okay? Barbados, even though it's called the British West Indies, it's still in the Western Hemisphere. And that is attached, all these islands are attached to the Americas. Right? So now I know I need to look in the British archives, right? Because of Barbados and England, that's British. So now I know I need to look in the British National Archives. Maybe I'm praying. Maybe I can find Harold Pilgrim's parents. My dad cousin just sent me his sister and 12 grandchildren. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I'm great burning my herbs, so. My back has been really hurting too. It's been hurting all week. I'm not used to log road trips, and I went on a nice road trip with my sister right there, my sister Celise, Saturday. But we doing some things. We are building businesses in our communities. It's all about entrepreneurship, because everybody did not have an essential job. It's a lot of corporations that's out of business right now. Me too, sis. We never going to finish searching, Sister Phoenix, Daddy. We not going to ever finish until we about to leave this plane and leave enough evidence for our children to find. You know what I'm saying? My children gonna tell me the other day, oh, I'm so tired of getting the history lesson. Oh, Mom, I'm so tired of hearing about the Indian stuff. I'm so tired of getting the history lesson, Mom. I'm so tired. I'm gonna drill that shit in until they damn dream about it. I'm gonna keep telling them, gonna keep drilling them, gonna keep telling them about who the fuck they are and showing them how important it is. Because, see, right now, they don't see how important it is. Right? They don't see the programs that we can get. Right? But when they see me making the shit work and standing in my right standing, morning, when they see that me making it work and getting businesses under HUD Section 3 because I am an American Indian, when they see me applying for these grants and getting these grants for this farmland because I am farming and a new farmer, when they see how important it is to be standing in your right standing and not being called black or African American, but as an original American, national, because we are already filled out our census. Our census, we put our American Indian and our tribes down. We are on the census as some of our ancestors were before they were misclassified or reclassified. I did our census back in April. For me, my husband, our family, we are American nationals. And no one will take that from us again. Ever. Ever. Because of the 4 works of freaking genealogy work that I've been doing. I got elders that's been happy and helping me. I got elders that's been giving me information. Cousins I've never met before in New York. He's related to my Harewood Bayesian line. He gave me a whole list of where his stuff that he had gotten. Hey, Halito. He gave me a whole list. My Aunt Ruby, she's 91, I think. I think she's 91 or 92. My Aunt Doris. My aunt's been giving me information of their bloodline, of our bloodline. My Aunt Ruby also told me, wow, Davida, this was about a month or 2 ago. She said, you have gotten further than anybody in the family. And I want to share it with the whole family because they share all the information with me. Like, this is for my grandchildren. I have a great-grandchild. A beautiful great-grandchild that calls me video. And they know who we are because of the work that I've been doing. No Grandma Killers tour, y'all. I may not make this one, but guess what? Go get your ancestry done. Find out who your people were. Find out who your 7th or 8th great-grandparents were. And where they lived. And what jobs did they hold? Did they own land? Were they farmers? I'm finding farmers in my tree in the 1600s. So they couldn't have been slaves, right? I'm finding people on a free people of color list. I'm finding people on the Dawes list. We're finding people living on the reservations. We're finding our ancestors. And they are pleased. And they are with us. So yeah, that's all I had to say this morning. Y'all have a wonderful day and wish me luck when I go to Cobb County Commissioner's office today to stand up for my melanated single women that are being evicted in Cobb County since this pandemic hit. We the people. When are we going to let our voice be heard? And voice be heard correctly? Because I don't stand with Black Lives Matter at all. I don't stand with them at all. I don't like their agenda. Okay? They have more LGBTQ agenda going on. You know what I'm saying? Hello to everybody that's joining. So I don't stand with Black Lives Matter at all. I don't agree with their... They don't like black men. They don't like melanated American men. So why would I stand with a group of people like that? And the destruction they did, tearing up some stuff in our cities and stuff like that. Burning down the Wendy's here in Atlanta. All that unnecessary bull crap. Tearing up my country. It's my country, damn it. Hey, what's happening? I'm about to burn me one. Out here in my garden. What's up, C-Mac? Out here in my garden. Out here in my beautiful garden. But I'm just, speaking on some stuff that was on my mind this morning. You know what I'm saying? The first one was the good news from my dad's cousin. So he's going to get me further on that family line. So now I know I traced it to Barbados, but I'm tracing my great-grandfather's sister migrated to UK. So I have addresses and names of 12 of her grandchildren in Barbados and UK. That's great news right there, right? Then I just wanted to talk about, rotating my crops because we've been getting a lot of rain. And I've been collecting rainwater, so they're pretty good. So I'm about to pull all of these back. I don't want them to get too much rain. That's what's turning some of the leaves brown on my tomatoes plants. It's been raining a lot. And thirdly, I wanted to talk about going to Cobb County Commissioners. I was asked by Miss Monica Delancey. She ran out here for commissioner out here. Hey, sis. Yes, that is awesome news this morning. She ran. She lost, but she's asked me last week to go with her. No, it was Saturday when I was down in Tifton, Georgia, with Sister Angie and Bones. She asked me to go to Cobb County Commissioner with her to help and sign up and speak about why they are evicting so many single black melanated original American single mothers in Cobb County since the pandemic. Yours turning, it's getting too much water, sis. We're going to have to pull it in. You may have to bring yours in the house. I'm going to pull mine back so it don't get no more rain. But sometimes that'll turn some of your leaves brown if it get too much water, right? I'm glad we did get that Miracle Grow soil that was so you can't overwater or underwater, but I still want to pull them back. So you either bring your plants in because they're growing. My girl, her garden is growing. She's going to need some 5-gallon pots soon. She just transferred them from the small pots from the gardening class last month to a medium-sized pot. So Angie, you will need a 5-gallon pots probably by next month. And yeah, bring them in, or don't let them get wet. Like, pull them back. You have a beautiful and successful day too, Sister Seat. That's my buddy. You know, it's a shame that you can't talk politics or religion with some friends because they get too out of their feelings. Not my sister Seat, okay? Saida. You know, everybody has a right to their own opinion and everything. You know, I'm not going to stop being friends with someone because they don't share the same things that I think about. You know, we all have our own minds, you know. But for me, I'm really, really contemplating not voting Democrat, because what have they been doing for us? They forget about us. They pimp the black American vote. They all do. This is why we need to understand why our votes are so freaking important in this corporation. You see how they fight for our votes? But they call us the minority. How in the freak we the minority, right? When they fight over our votes like this, it don't make no sense. Come on now, it's time to use your brain. It's a reason why they fight for our votes like this, because we are important, regardless of the way they treat us. This is where we need to stand up and have our own packs, man. Yeah, my class is local. I'm going to, you know what, that is a good idea. I'm going to talk to Bones and see how I can do a virtual class. I do have some videos on YouTube from when I first started growing back in May. Sister Nadi, Phoenix Nadi. From when I was germinating seeds to every step all the way up to where I am now. I do have some videos on there. You welcome, cousin Kenny Brown. Yeah, this is real life issues. Like, I'm just thankful to be asked to fight for things like this. Right? You right, Sister Saida. It is the only vote that counts. Our vote is so important. Why do you think they doggone fighting over our vote right now? Both parties really are two sides of the same coin to me. But, I don't trust Kamala Harris. I don't. She's jailed so many melanated men in the state of California, and I talk to people in California every day. I talk to Indians, melanated Indians every day, and they don't rock with Kamala. She is not one of us. People got to stop looking at the skin color, because all skin folks ain't kin folks, okay? Just because they got brown skin don't mean they for you. Look at her record. I am asking people to look at the record. And Biden, when he was under Bill Clinton crime bill, he jailed a lot of black men too. Like, know who you voting for. Know who you voting for. Right? Yep, the silent majority. We can't be silent anymore. Now, who watched that Republican thing last night? I did. Me and my husband don't even agree on it. But I am seeing some stuff. Like, people got to stop with this race shit. Okay? Yeah, we know this is a racist country, but this is our goddamn country. Trump told us black people to learn their history. It's the reason why he said that. My ancestors fought in the damn Civil War as well. And I'm talking about Indians, melanated Indians. Okay? If you do your ancestry, you'll find people that fought in the Civil War. Right? My ancestors helped write that goddamn Constitution, and I don't want them to tear it up. That Constitution actually saves us American Indians. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. I'm feeling the same way, Kenny. I'm feeling the same way. And I've lost friends because of that. And, oh well, I'm sorry. I agree with a lot of the stuff they've been doing. And you don't see what they're doing for our communities? They was talking about doggone helping with businesses in our distressed communities last night. Who actually was listening to that Republican National Convention? Like, for real. Who was listening to that shit? They all full of crap, though, but Like, when are we going to have our own people to run? And I'm talking about not black, I mean American Indian owned people to run. We actually need more than that two-party system. I've been voting Democrat since the age of 18 in Pennsylvania, South Carolina, and now Georgia. Since I've been here in Georgia since November of '99. That is 21 years in Georgia. Georgia is now my home. And like Phoenix and a few others, each state has their own constitution. Read and know your state constitution. Not only read your United States Constitution, but read that state constitution as well. You're right. Yeah, it's a lot of dirty politicians that's into a lot of dirty shit, right? But everybody, the entertainers, the churches, they all want the melanated people of America to be Democrat and docile and just let them keep fucking over us, while our communities just go down the drain until they ready to sweep in and fucking buy everything. Look, every store up and down Six Flags is owned by foreigners. There's one new black-owned hair store, one black-owned seafood. Sorry, guys. I got a call. I'm sorry. I never really voted, to be honest, because you can trust them. You really can't. Someone told me at least vote locally. Yeah, I vote in every. They're right. Vote for your judges, your sheriffs, city council. I vote every election. So not just for the president. We need to vote for our Congress and our Senate. We need to vote for our judges, for our sheriffs. We need to vote. But that don't mean we always have to vote Democrat. Let's look at these folks' records. What are they doing while they're getting paid to be public servants? What are they doing for the people? And I'm not just talking about us, for all the people, because we're all Americans. What are they doing for the people? We're all Americans, right? What are they freaking doing for us? Look at their record. Don't look at skin color. Don't look at party. Because some people I may be voting for Democrat, and some people I may be voting for Republican. Research their records. Are they good for the community? Are they good for we the people? You're right, this election is very important. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful, peaceful day. I'm going to finish burning my herbs out here, listening to this rain. I usually like sitting out here listening to the birds sing. But with all this rain, I haven't heard many birds. Just a lot of rain. So peace, love, and light. And Sister Celeste, I'm trying to find a sunny Saturday so we can have the next class. Sister Phoenix Naughty, I will see if I can find a way to have. I really wish I had enough subscribers on YouTube, because when I joined, they had just changed the rules. So I can't even go live on my YouTube channel unless I have 1,000 or more followers. So I just got a little over 200 followers. So I'm going to try to figure out another app or some other way where I can do the virtual classes, and I'm offering it to the community for free. That's going to be part of my foundation. I'm setting up non-profit corporation just for gardening classes, because there's expenses with those, and I'm not charging anyone for it, and it's for the community. Zoom may be a good idea, sister. True. I do have Zoom. Maybe we can do a virtual class on Zoom. That is see, that's why I love my folks. You know, more brains working together, you know. Zoom may be an option. Maybe we can do a gardening class for those that's not in Georgia on Zoom. But I have to have a way where, you know, you guys sign in on Zoom. I guess I could just, you know, record it, because all of this goes into my nonprofit that I'm setting up, and also goes into my business plan for my farming, right? Because I probably will be able, I'm trying to see if I can get some through the USDA. I want to be sent to Georgia State for some classes, agriculture classes. Like, I'm really researching all of this. I want to be a farmer. I want to farm. I want to have a farmer's market, to have organic, fresh vegetables and fruits for the community. I would love, and I'm going to have a farm to table catering business. So all this ties in together. But peace, y'all. Peace, love, and light. And I'll let y'all know about what happened at the Cobb County Commissioner's office today. Peace.